All right, welcome to my channel. So the first thing that you need to know before you start watching my videos is the purpose of this channel is for education and entertainment, mostly education with some entertainment, and mostly for my students. Really, it's an opportunity for me to showcase my algorithm and for my students to see it working and me to be able to talk about the trades and why I'm taking the trades and things like that. This is not a channel where I'll be showing you that I'm making millions of dollars. So family rules, you won't be seeing that. Some traders out there want to put their stuff out. I don't even know why they do that. Like on social media in a public sphere, hey, look at me, I made 20,000 today, 50,000 today, you know, all that stuff. That will not happen on this channel. The most you'll see me making here is anywhere from 50 bucks to $1,000 in a day would be the most once we get to that level of scaling. And then I'll reset and we'll be looking at 50 bucks and we'll be scaling back to, you know, 1,000 a day or so. And we'll just keep resetting that scaling. But family rules will not be showing you on this my social media that I'm making tons of money. Second thing is I'm trading with Thinkorswim. That's my platform that you see here on the screen. So you got my two windows on futures trading. Same thing, it'll be Thinkorswim. So you'll see that I trade futures and the equities market with these videos. I trade based off of my algorithm, the simple switch algorithm, and it's got different settings. Same algo, but different settings for futures market, for equities market, and different types of trading. It's got different settings for it. So I'll be trading off that. Links below if you're interested in learning more about the algo. All the education over there is free, as well as the trading log that you'll see. You can get the link below, which will give you that log, so you can go over there and explore all that stuff. So when you're looking at my screen, okay, now when you're looking at my screen, you'll see these the chart markups, and you'll see yellow. Wherever I put yellow is an entry. So when it's yellow like this, it's the algo ideal entry. And then you may see a yellow like this, and that is where I actually got in, and it'll be touching the candle that I got in on. And then the location. Red are my stops, green are my targets. And then if you want to learn how the algo works so you can better understand what I'm doing when I'm doing my trades, over at the link below, you can go over there and learn all about the algo. It's completely free for that whole education. It's free to learn about my trading plan, my strategy, everything that I teach about trading is free over there. Only thing that costs money is if you decided to buy the algo, then that would cost money. But you can apply a lot of the stuff that I teach over there, including my strategy and trading plan, to your own strategies and help maybe improve your game. So all that is definitely free. I don't charge for any of that education, only the algo if that's something you decided to add to your list. So then sometimes you'll see on here me doing experiments, which I'm going to try to do another one later on this year when I get a little more time. But I love to do trading experiments. We blow up accounts, but we do it in the purpose of education, showing you that certain trading techniques or strategies sometimes just don't work. And we play with some different concepts and blow up accounts, real accounts, small accounts, but still real accounts. And you'll also see some small accounts as well, like when we do offshore brokers and things like that. So, and then of course, educational videos I'll be putting out as well. So there's a lot of different content here. So if you can give me the like, hit that like button, that would help me a lot with the YouTube. And if you subscribe and hit that bell icon, you can be notified whenever I upload new content. And the last thing, but probably the most important thing, is trading is very risky. Do not place a trade based on what you see here or whatever I say. I'm not telling you what to do. If it sounds like I'm telling you what to do, it's me just thinking out loud. And, you know, most traders will lose all of their money. I am strictly speculating. I do not have a crystal ball. So, you know, I'm not a financial advisor or anything like that. So please do not take financial advice from me. This is strictly to talk about how I trade, to teach about how I do things, and for your entertainment. All right, so now the legal stuff is out of the way. Let's get into today's trades. All right, good morning, everybody. It's July 27th. We have CVS right here switching. CVS right here. So it's super premium today, 82.77. This is the normal day trading strategy, 82.47. So 30 cents. So I got my super premium. So now we're at 200 on there, 30 cents, 660. I don't like those numbers. All right, so let's go back up here. And let's go with 675. All right, so we got 675 queued up for CVS. If the switch confirms, we'll go ahead and jump in short and then speed bump if we have to. But this is based on a normal day trading strategy. We got our switch to the short side. We're going from green to red. Permission, which is a bit extended, but it's still permission. So dotted dashed line below white line below red line, giving us permission to short. So we got 1 minute, and then we'll bring it to you. Okay, here we go, getting into CVS short. All right, so this low of day is also a previous support level from like 3 days ago. So we'll see how easy it is or how hard it is for it to get through. Or did that bounce already happen and now it's going to turn around and go up? So here's where I'm supposed to put my speed bump, which is, it's a tower candle right now, and it can retrace all before it goes back down. And it's also the consolidation zone. So I'm not going to speed bump it. I'm just going to take my trade off the table if it doesn't work. All right, instead of speed bumping CVS and potentially taking that additional loss, I'll use that additional loss capital to put my stop at high of day. Because it's a tower candle, we're getting a higher day, which is also was support yesterday, which could be resistance today. So I think it's just a better trade to move it up there and give it a chance to get rejected and then roll over. All right, there we go. So we're out of CVS, $343 loss, so which is less than what we would have been if we took a loss on a speed bump. But yeah, clearly 2020, I should have speed bumped it, right? Would have made our money back already and be green already on CVS. But there's just so much in the way right here with this potential resistance zone, high of day. A lot of stuff saying, nope, don't speed bump it. And I didn't add to my position because, I don't really, this is a draw at the same time. Like it could get drawn all the way back up here to this area, this resistance area before rejecting. So I didn't want to add to my position because I know I'd have to have my stop way up here. Like, just complicates things. So I'd rather be out, wait for another trade. $343, very manageable, not a big deal. JD looks like it wants to set up here. So we have our switch. We trade JD on the switch back. So what do we got here? JD 2 minutes. Where are we at? 65.16. 64.06. Wow. So it's like a dollar move, huh? 65.18 dollar. Yeah, roughly a dollar. And we're doing super premium deals. So we'll do 200. Which puts us a little bit on the heavy side, slightly. So then with JD, a lot of times it gives 2R, right? So if JD gives us a 2R winner, we're right back in the game because I managed how much I lost if based on position sizing, not by my exit area. But if JD speed bumps, all good. We'll speed bump it too and maybe still make some profit on JD. Okay, getting ready to click in the JD here. Got about 10 seconds. Oh, that's what happens when your fingers over the button. All right, so we're in JD. We'll mark it up. Okay, so JD's coming into that target, so we're going to go ahead and look to move our stops. So 200 shares, make sure we got that right. All right, so 62.85. Our spread's pretty tight, 4 cents. So around 62.82 on the ask. We should be way good to get that target price, 62.85. But again, JD likes to give us 2R, so hopefully we'll get 2R out of it and make some money. Approaching low of day, so expect some resistance in this area. I'm looking for 82 on the bid on the ask. There we go. Nope, that's on the bid. Let's go get it on the ask. Okay, I'm going to put my stop at the top of this red candle here because it hit the target. It may not go back down below it. And I need to lock in some profit. So put my stop there for now. All right, there we go. 82, 78. Nice. All right, so we got our 82 locked in. Now we'll be waiting for a, with the spread, that should give me my 85. If it backs up and if it wants to keep going down, hopefully we'll get 2R out of it. If it backs up first and we get out, that's how it goes. At least we locked in our minimum. And then, because you never know. I mean, right here, we are at a potential support bounce area. So we'll take our 234. That'll help knock down our loss on CVS, which will be nice. And looking for the next trade. All right, everybody. So I just wanted to wrap up today. So the only trade I ended up taking was CVS. So that's it. So here we are in QCOM. So actually, no, I took JD as well. Sorry. See, my day's already scrambled. It's 1:30. I'm ready to shut it down. All right, QCOM, here we are. So no switches. Wow, straight down. Not looking good. The SPY not looking good today. Let's look at that real quick. Yep, pretty much just on the downslide. So no trade on QCOM. APPS, looking for the simple switch normal day trading strategy. Switch to long or short with permission, and we didn't get that. So no trades on APPS. Although switch back right here might have some possibilities, but not trading it. After 12:30, I didn't test anything, so I don't know what's going to happen, so I'm not doing it. At least with APPS. NUG. So NUG right here, we traded the long side only with permission. Almost had permission, but didn't take the trade. Would have been a nice winner, it looks like, but no permission, no trade. All right, and then CVS. Our loser here at CVS. What happened here? All right, so we have a switch on a tower candle, and we know we could retrace half or all. We definitely retraced all and then some, right? So my stop for speed bump was right here. I could have speed bumped it, and the speed bump really is not to recover everything. It's just to recover a portion of it. And once it crossed, about the halfway mark, there's a good possibility it's going to get all. So I could have speed bumped it here, looking for at least a full, retracement of this and recovered a chunk of my loss and had maybe $100 losing day, right? I could have did that. But I didn't, because back here, let me zoom out a little bit. I let technical analysis get in the way of the algorithm. So right here we had a clear support level that eventually got broken, and sometimes support becomes resistance afterwards. And it's an area. It's not exact numbers. It's just through this area, and really it could be it's a pretty big zone here. So with the idea that a lot of times support becomes resistance and resistance becomes support. And the high of day and low of day, we also know provides some resistance and support. I was looking at this thinking, well, if it does come up here and gets into this, what should be a resistance area, high of day resistance area as well, then there's a good possibility we're going to get a rejection. And this could go into a consolidation for a little bit before it either breaks out or breaks down. So I was looking for that, move my stop up there, looking for that to happen. And then I can look at reducing my loss that way. Come back down, just bounce out with a $100 loss because we already hit the stop. So trade's over. So on the way back down, could look for an exit. I didn't add to my position close to risk, because knowing that we're coming up to this resistance area as well and high of day, and just the way it was coming into it fast like this, I was like, I don't know about this. This has potential for a breakout. So I didn't want to take a chance. If I don't feel 100% confident based on a statistical proven probability of success, I don't want to take the trade. So that's why I didn't add to it. But I did want to give myself every opportunity for this to have a rejection. I did not expect this to be just straight breakout. So which is what happened. And had I speed bumped that would have been awesome. But I let technical analysis cloud my judgment on the algo, and as a result, we're taking a $343 loss. So there we go with that. Let's go over to JD. And JD. So I always tell you every time, JD likes to do 2R or better. And if I would have went, the other day, I was like, I'm staying for 2R. And then I gave away all my profit, right? And I got it for like $15 or something. So that was a big bummer. And then that put, those kind of things are in your mind. And then I'm like looking at this and I'm like, man, look at this slide, test low of day in that area for sure. That's what I'm thinking. But what if it does that again? And then I get back all my profit, and then CVS was a loser and I don't have money to pay for that loser. And all these thoughts are going through your brain. So I trailed a tight stop. I didn't give it time or room to do its thing. And I missed out on a 2R move on JD that it almost, I got to go back and re-look at JD, because the way it is trading now over the last like 4 or 5 months, it might be better for me just to always wait for a 2R win and put my stop out at break even once we get to 1R, just in case. And that might be a more lucrative way to do it. Before it wasn't, because it wasn't consistent enough that, if I took losses waiting for 2R, then just the math didn't work out great at the end of the year. It was better for me just to lock in my 1R and get lucky sometimes and get 2R. So I need to go back and look at that. But anyway, JD, $234 though, super premium. So we were able to scale up on that. And we did that on CVS. And on CVS, I should not have scaled up on it, because it was the way that tower candle was. Like here, we don't have a tower candle. It's nice, right? But on CVS with the tower candle here, knowing that we could have this retracement, knowing I should have looked at this and said, you know, there's a potential here. The probability is not that high, so I need to not do a super premium trade on it and just go with my $100 risk reward, not 200. And really, you know, 200 with a speed bump, it's 4, you know, kind of thing. But all that goes into the plan. So I shouldn't have done that. So anyway, so there's the portfolio. Let me show you what that did to us in the log today, and then we could talk about tomorrow. Okay, so here we are in the log. So, you know, we took that 344 loss on CVS, JD. We were able to get 234 back. So we're going to take a $110 loss. Definitely going to have a red month this month. It looks like scaling ladder. We backed up a bar. So, you know, every time right in these little edges, we always run into trouble. It's just a thing. And then on the month, we're looking at $1,100 loss right now. 3 days left. You know, maybe we can get this smaller. We'll see. I'm not trading for the dollar amount. I'm just trading to win. And then whatever winning means, we'll see what that does to us here. You know, maybe we have a $800 loss this month, or maybe we get lucky and it's a green month. I don't know. I'm not going to trade for the dollar amount. I'm just trading to win. And whatever the dollar amount is as a result of winning is what I get. And then for those of you who may be trading GE, just to give you a heads up, actually, let's pull it up on the chart. Let's pull it up here. Let's see. Let me show you. So GE's got some stuff going on tomorrow. Just make sure you're all aware of. So GE, it's let's go to the daily. For those of you who are trading GE, tomorrow we're looking at a split tomorrow. So is it tomorrow or in a couple days? In a couple days, 8/2, August 2nd. August 2nd, we're looking at a split in GE. So just be ready for that in your accounts. If you're swing trading this or whatever you're doing with it, just know that things are going to look a little different on 8/2. And then going forward after 8/2, we'll see what happens after that split, and does the stock rally or whatever. So, all right, so there goes that. There's a little news nugget on GE. Everybody, have an awesome day. Tomorrow I will be trading, and we'll see you tomorrow. We have some super premiums still on the list, so still got some opportunity to make some money. All right, everybody, see ya. All right, so while I was processing that video, QCOM had switched. I had showed you that SPY and QCOM was looking pretty rough. And then it switched while I was making that video. And not only did it switch, but like everything was switching. Like everything was going green on all my charts. And I was like, whoa, the market looks pretty hot right now. QCOM switching. I'm going to take this trade. So I took the trade, got in right here, as you can see indicated right there on this candle. Right there. It was a little bit late at. And I'm like, oh, do I get in? Is this just going to be like a little bump? But then when I saw everything ripping, I was like, all right, I'm in. So I jumped in, trail it up, got our target. Now we got our stop in at our target, and looking to squeeze more out. So now I'm going to exit on a red candle, green candle strategy from here. So this is either going to back up and get me out, or we're going to get a red candle close below a green candle. And then I'll move my stop accordingly based on that close, and I'll talk about it when we get there. So yeah, so looks like a green day after all. Look at that, nice 328. Keep on going. That's if I got out right here. If it backs up, it'll be like 2 and change. But pretty sweet though. Green day, here we come. All right, there we go. So we're all out, 272. Let's put that in the log and see how that changed our day. All right, so here we are with the trade log. So now we added QCOM to the list right here. So 276. That's not quite right. 272.04 is what it's showing up there. Let me look at the monitor tab because there's probably some decibels in here on QCOM. 138.99. Does that make a difference? 172. Yep, that makes a big difference. All right, so there we go. So 172.04. We're 40 here. I don't want it to be more than. I don't mind if it's a little bit less. So we're gonna go with 79. All right, cool. That's fine. 4 cents less. All good. All right, so there we go. So 161 on the day. Green day. Sweet. Go back to the calendar. Now we got 2 green days instead. And we're down to 886 with a couple days left to trade. 3 days left. 246. So if I can do 2 or 400, you know, well, 2 or 300 in each one of these days, we might squeeze a green month out. I don't know. We're going to find out. All right, everybody. So now I'm going to finally shut it down. We're done. And yeah, let me just rip through the portfolio real quick to show you that that's the only trade that I took. to make sure that you see that I'm being very transparent with you. Let me do that right now. So there is QCOM, which you just saw. JD, which we nothing new in JD. Money, money, money. APPS, nothing new. NUG, nothing new. Switching to the downside, NUG, and then CVS. So nothing new. All right, so there you go. So now you saw that's where we're at the portfolio. Now we're finally shutting it down. All done. See you tomorrow.